Confidence is not a gift that some are born with and others are not. It is a discipline, a practice, and a daily habit. If you want to stand tall, unshaken by doubt, and unafraid of judgment, then you must learn to build it piece by piece, day by day. Let me share with you 7 daily habits that, if practiced with consistency, will forge within you rock-solid confidence. Habit number 1. Begin the day with inner stillness. When the world wakes, it rushes. People grab their phones, scroll through endless noise, and fill their minds with distraction before their first breath of the morning is even complete. But you must be different. To build confidence that is unshakable, you begin with stillness. The first moments of your day are sacred. They shape the way you think, the way you move, and the way you carry yourself. By choosing silence, you reclaim control over your own state of mind. Sit with your breath. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. Feel your body grounded in the present moment. This is not weakness. It is strength. Inner stillness clears away the fog of doubt and anxiety that often clouds the mind before the day has even begun. If your mind is restless, your confidence cannot stand firm. But when your mind is calm, your presence is commanding even before you speak a single word. Stillness is not just about silence. It is about listening to your heartbeat, listening to your thoughts without judgment, listening to the deeper voice within that often gets drowned out by the chaos of the world. In this quiet, you begin to find certainty. Certainty that your worth is not dependent on noise, not dependent on approval, not dependent on anything outside of you. The habit of stillness builds a foundation. Every great structure begins with a solid base, and your confidence is no different. Without this base, the storms of life can shake you. But with it, you stand unbroken. This is why the habit must be daily. Each morning, you remind yourself that before you face the world, you must first face yourself, and do so in calmness. When you begin the day in stillness, your energy is not scattered. You don't carry the weight of the world's opinions into your morning. Instead, you create a shield, a strong inner frame that makes you immune to small disturbances. When people see you, they may not understand why you seem so composed, but they will feel it. Confidence radiates silently long before it is spoken aloud. Therefore, cultivate this discipline of morning silence. It may take 5 minutes, or it may take 30. The length does not matter, the intention does. What matters is that you claim the first moment of your day for yourself. In that silence, you prepare not only your mind, but your spirit for whatever is ahead. From this place, true confidence begins to grow. Habit number 2. Move with purpose every morning. The body and the mind are connected more deeply than most people realize. The way you move shapes the way you think, and the way you think influences the way you move. If you rise in the morning with sluggishness, dragging your feet, and lowering your shoulders, your body tells your mind a story of weakness. But when you rise with energy, move with purpose, and stand upright, your body speaks the language of confidence to your mind. This is why movement is vital. It does not have to be extreme. It does not require heavy lifting or long hours. What matters is that you deliberately activate your body each morning. Stretch deeply, walk briskly, train with intensity. Do something that awakens your energy. When blood flows, when the heart beats stronger, when your body feels alive, your mind follows with alertness and strength. Confidence is not just in words. It is in posture, tone, and presence. Think of how you walk into a room. Do you enter with hesitation, your head lowered, your steps uncertain? Or do you walk with certainty, shoulders back, chest open, each step deliberate? People notice the difference. The world responds to the way you carry yourself. And the secret is this: when you choose to move with purpose, you not only influence how others perceive you, you change how you perceive yourself. Small adjustments in movement create large shifts in confidence. When you stand tall, when you breathe deeply, when you gesture with intention, your nervous system interprets this as strength. You can trick your own mind into courage simply by the way you move your body. The body trains the mind just as much as the mind trains the body. This is why those who cultivate purposeful movement daily grow in confidence naturally, without effort. Consider how predators in nature move. They are not frantic. They are not restless. They move with calm power, each motion precise and intentional. Confidence is the same. It is not about rushing or forcing. It is about controlled presence. When you train your body daily to move with clarity and purpose, you program your mind to follow the same pattern. Therefore, begin each day not only with inner stillness, but with deliberate movement. Stand tall before you speak. Walk firmly before you decide. And let your body remind you of your strength. The mind listens to the body's signals, and when your body moves with power, your confidence becomes unshakable. Habit number 3, speak words of power. The words you speak are not just sounds in the air. They are commands to your mind. Every phrase you repeat to yourself builds either strength or weakness. If you say, "I can't do this," your mind accepts it as truth. If you say, "I am not good enough," your body reacts with hesitation. But if you speak words of power, "I am capable," "I am disciplined," "I am ready," you feed your spirit with the fuel it needs to rise. Confidence is built in the dialogue you have with yourself long before the world hears your voice. Most people are careless with their language. They allow negative phrases to slip into their speech without realizing the damage it causes. Saying, "I am always tired," creates more fatigue. Saying, "Nothing ever works for me," creates more failure. Words plant seeds, and seeds grow. If you want confidence to flourish, you must plant words that give strength, not weakness. This is why speaking words of power each morning is not an empty ritual. It is a daily construction of who you are becoming. Consider how a warrior prepares before battle. He does not whisper defeat to himself. He speaks with certainty. "I will overcome. I will endure. I will stand firm." In the same way, when you declare strength in your own life, your mind adjusts to match those declarations. You do not wait for confidence to arrive before you speak strong words. You speak strong words to invite confidence into being. What you say becomes what you believe, and what you believe becomes how you act. Even in the smallest situations, the language you choose shapes your reality. Imagine facing a difficult task. If you say, "This is too hard, I will fail," your energy drains before you even begin. But if you say, "This will challenge me, but I will learn, I will grow, and I will succeed," your body fills with determination. The task itself does not change. Only your words do. Yet the outcome shifts entirely because your mind follows the path your words create. Speaking words of power is also about volume and tone. Whispering doubt makes it grow stronger. Speaking confidence aloud makes it feel real. Stand in front of the mirror and declare your strength. Say it with firmness, not hesitation. Speak as though the world is listening. Over time, your own ears will believe the strength in your voice, and others will believe it too. The confidence you radiate outward begins with the conviction of the words you tell yourself. Make it a ritual each morning. Before you step into the day, remind yourself of who you are. Say aloud the words that will carry you. I am capable. I am focused. I am prepared. These words may feel small in the moment, but repeated daily, they become the foundation of an unshakable identity. Confidence is not only felt, it is spoken into existence. Habit number 4. Keep small promises to yourself. Confidence is born from trust. If you cannot trust yourself, how can you expect to stand tall before the world? Every broken promise you make to yourself weakens your spirit. When you say, I will wake up early tomorrow, and you don't, you send your mind a signal. My words are meaningless. But when you keep your word, no matter how small the promise, you build inner strength. This is the foundation of confidence. Not applause from others, but trust in yourself. It is easy to keep promises to others because you fear their disappointment. But the promises you make to yourself are often neglected because no one else sees them. Yet these invisible promises matter most. When you tell yourself you will exercise, study, or complete a task, and you follow through, you prove to yourself that your word has weight. And when your word has weight, your presence carries authority. People respect those who clearly respect themselves. Start small. Do not try to conquer mountains in a single day. Begin with a simple act, drinking water first thing in the morning, writing a page in your journal, or finishing a small task you set the night before. These small victories may seem insignificant, but they are not. Each victory is a stone placed on the foundation of your confidence. Over time, these stones build into a fortress, unshakable and strong. Think of the opposite. When you repeatedly break your own promises, your mind begins to doubt you. You may speak of goals, but deep inside, you no longer believe your own words. This is why so many people struggle with confidence. Not because they lack potential, but because they have taught themselves that their word is fragile. To reverse this pattern, you must commit to the smallest of promises and guard them with seriousness. Confidence is not created in moments of applause or recognition. It is created in quiet rooms where no one is watching, and you choose discipline over excuses. Keeping your word in those unseen moments makes you stronger than any praise ever could. You begin to walk with certainty, not because others validate you, but because you know you can depend on yourself. That knowledge is unbreakable. So each day, set a promise that is clear, realistic, and meaningful. Then, fulfill it with discipline. The power of this habit does not lie in the size of the promise, but in the consistency of keeping it. Every fulfilled promise is a step toward a stronger identity. And when your identity is rooted in trust, your confidence becomes rock solid, unmovable by opinion, and unstoppable in action. Habit number 5. Step into discomfort. Daily confidence does not grow in safety. It grows in discomfort, in the moments when you choose to step into what feels uncertain. Most people spend their lives avoiding situations that challenge them. They hide from difficult conversations. They avoid new experiences. And they stay within the narrow walls of what feels familiar. But confidence cannot be built in the shadows of comfort. It must be forged in the fire of discomfort. Where fear is present, but action is chosen anyway. Every time you step into something uncomfortable, you prove to yourself that fear has no ultimate control over you. The first attempt may feel shaky, your voice may tremble, your hands may sweat, but the very act of doing it strengthens you. And when the moment is over, you realize that the fear was bigger in your mind than it ever was in reality. This realization is powerful. It teaches you that fear is nothing more than a doorway, and every time you walk through it, your confidence expands. Discomfort does not always mean danger. It simply means growth. Think of the first time you tried something new. Learning to ride a bike, speaking in front of others, starting a new job. At first, you felt uncertain, perhaps even afraid. But as you repeated the action, it became easier. What was once uncomfortable became normal, and what was once fearful became familiar. This is how confidence works. The things you avoid keep you weak, while the things you embrace make you strong. To grow daily, you must deliberately seek out discomfort in small ways. Speak up when you would normally stay silent. Push yourself in training when your body wants to stop. Learn a skill that intimidates you. Have the conversation you've been avoiding. Each of these small acts chips away at hesitation and builds resilience. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It is the mastery of moving forward despite it. Over time, these daily steps into discomfort create a new identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who avoids, and you begin to see yourself as someone who acts. This shift changes everything. Opportunities no longer pass you by because you are willing to reach for them, even if they scare you. People notice too. They sense that you are not easily intimidated, and this energy draws respect. The world opens to those who are willing to face what others run from. So, make discomfort your teacher, not your enemy. Do not wait for confidence before you act. Act, and confidence will come. Each day, find one small thing that stretches you beyond your comfort zone. These daily acts of courage may feel minor, but together they create a version of you who no longer doubts, no longer hesitates, and no longer fears the unknown. This is how rock-solid confidence is built, one step into discomfort at a time. Habit number 6. Practice daily gratitude. Confidence is not only built from strength, it is also built from perspective. Many people lack confidence because they constantly compare themselves to others, always chasing what they do not have. This endless comparison breeds insecurity, not growth. Gratitude breaks that cycle. When you wake up each day and deliberately recognize the blessings you already hold, you stop focusing on what is missing and start anchoring yourself in what is present. Gratitude creates certainty, and certainty creates confidence. To practice gratitude is to remind yourself that you are already equipped with more than you think. Your health, your ability to learn, the people who support you, the opportunities that lie before you. These are not small things. They are foundations. When you acknowledge them, your heart shifts from scarcity to abundance. Scarcity says, I am not enough. I don't have enough. Abundance says, I already have what I need to begin. Confidence grows stronger in the soil of abundance because it no longer needs the approval or possessions of others to feel secure. Gratitude also transforms how you face challenges. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? You begin to ask, what can I learn from this? Even in pain, gratitude finds meaning. Even in loss, gratitude recognizes growth. This shift allows you to walk through life without fear of failure, because every outcome carries value. And when you no longer fear failure, confidence rises naturally, like a flame that refuses to go out. The habit of gratitude also affects how others experience you. A grateful person radiates calm strength. They do not envy, they do not complain, they do not seek to prove themselves at every moment. Instead, they carry an aura of peace that makes people feel safe in their presence. That kind of quiet strength is a powerful form of confidence. It requires no boasting, no exaggeration, only the steady truth of appreciation. Gratitude is confidence without noise. Make this practice simple but consistent. Each morning or each evening, write down 3 things you are grateful for. Do not just list them. Feel them. Let your heart rest in the reality of what you already possess. Over time, this practice rewires your mind. You begin to see more gifts than problems, more opportunities than obstacles, more reasons to act than excuses to wait. The more you see, the more confident you become in navigating your path. Confidence that comes from gratitude cannot be shaken because it does not rely on external achievement. It is built on the steady ground of appreciation. When you live with gratitude daily, your sense of worth is no longer fragile. It is not dependent on what you gain or what you lose. It is anchored in the recognition that you already have enough to move forward, to grow, and to thrive. That realization alone can transform your entire posture toward life. Habit number 7. Reflect before you sleep. The final habit that builds unshakable confidence is the practice of reflection at the end of each day. Just as the morning sets the tone for your actions, the evening determines how deeply you learn from them. Many people rush into bed, carrying with them the noise of unfinished tasks, regrets, or distractions. But when you pause to reflect, you transform your day into a teacher. Reflection is the bridge between experience and wisdom is what nourishes true confidence. When you reflect, you acknowledge your victories, no matter how small. Did you speak up when you were tempted to stay silent? Did you push yourself one step further than yesterday? Did you show kindness when it would have been easier to ignore? These are not insignificant moments. They are proof that growth is happening. By reviewing them, you reinforce the belief that you are progressing. And this belief strengthens your inner confidence. Reflection is not only about celebrating wins. It is also about facing mistakes with honesty. Confidence is not built on pretending to be perfect, but on having the courage to admit where you fell short. When you take a moment to ask, where could I have been better today? You do not condemn yourself. You empower yourself. Mistakes become lessons, not weights. And when every error becomes a stepping stone, failure loses its power to damage your confidence. This nightly ritual also creates clarity. The mind that reflects does not go to bed restless. It goes to bed clear. Instead of worrying about what went wrong, you organize your thoughts, find meaning in your experiences, and prepare yourself for a stronger tomorrow. Confidence thrives on clarity because it removes the fog of confusion and replaces it with purpose. Each night becomes a reset, a chance to sharpen your direction before stepping into the next day.